Hey everybody, it's Mark Pruitt with Strategic Estate Planning Services. I hope you're doing well today. This is another strategic money tip. The question that I get asked quite often by our clients and just people in general that know what we do for a living as financial and estate planners is, Mark, I'm thinking about downsizing out of the home that I've lived in forever, but how do I pick a senior adult community? How do I know what's out there? And so I want to try to give you some of that information today in a nutshell. And first off, to say you have lots of options and they're not all created equal. Some of them you would be comfortable doing, some of them you would not be comfortable doing. So as an example, and some of it I'll come back and some of it is cost efficient, some of it is cost prohibitives depending on what you are looking at. So let's go through this. Here's an example. Some people have the option to say, I'm going to sell my house and I'm going to take that big old wad of money and I'm required to give a good chunk of that money. And we're talking $200,000-$300,000 that you're going to take and give that to a senior community, and they're going to hold that for you, and they're going to make interest off of that you will not make, and they will lower your monthly expenses a little bit. And what we have seen is it's usually about $1,000 less a month. That's going to vary from facility to facility or community to community. But they'll tend to say, we'll give you perpetual care. So if you ever ran out of money, this would be a good way to do it, to where you're kind of buying care for the future. A lot of those places have high rises to where it's like huge apartment complexes. I'm talking 10 stories easy. I know some down in Houston, as an example, that are even bigger than that and taller than that. And they're fantastic facilities. But you have to look at, what can I afford, what can I not afford? So sometimes it's taking blocks of money, such as a sale of a house, and giving it to them, and that reduces your monthly outflow a little bit. Another option that you can do is say where you're not going to give them big blocks of money, the rent is a little higher, and usually they'll say, well, you're obligated for the first 6 months that you've got to be in here, and after that it could be month to month. I personally like that flexibility versus handing big chunks of money to somebody else that gets to use my money. But that doesn't mean it's bad. So I don't want to disparage that. It's a way that works, and these places are full to the brim with people. And so it works well, but for me, I like that ability if I'm going to go into a community where there are a lot of people, knowing that I'm going to have an apartment size, 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, even 3 bedrooms that they have available, provided they are available, because usually there's waiting lists for those as well. Another option that you can do are independent communities. I think of one here, and there's many of them, but one's like a Del Webb. My parents actually live in one of those communities that is a garden home. It's on a 0 lot line. They have a lake in the back. They can walk to the pool if they wanted to, the community pool, but they live in their own home. There's 2 bedrooms, there's an office, there's a huge den, there's a kitchen and a breakfast area, and it's about 1,800 square feet. And it's a house, and they're independent. It's not assisted living, it's not nursing home, but that's where my dad and mom are comfortable in that type of environment. So you go from independent environments like that to environments where you've got lots of people, and some people want community. They want a lot of people. I've had some ladies come to me and say, Mark, I need to be able to get out. It's going to force me to get out and be with people. I need to be around people versus just walking to a mailbox. And so I agree with that's healthy for you to be able to go in and have community. We're all built that way. And that's mental health as well, so that's important. So location, depending on whether it's around your children or around a certain one of your children, what does the food plans look like? You have all types of things. What are their recreation opportunities? How active are they? To me, you walk in, tour the facilities, and you look at that and go, what can I be a part of? What are the fees going to be on a quarterly basis? That's also important. So there's all types of, does it have a hair salon in it? Does it have a bank in it? A lot of these locations have those things in them already. And so you'd want to explore that. The best way to do that is really to go to lunch or to have one of the dinners that they actually provide, because they'll invite you in, let you talk to people that live there, get a feel for the place. You can come back. Some of them will even allow you to stay there, and they'll have rooms set up overnight so you can actually experience the community for a day or two. And that's actually not a bad idea. And obviously the only other option you have that I know of, other than living with your children, is where you say, I'm going to stay where I'm at, but I'm going to downsize, or I'm going to begin to declutter. You just have to make sure that you can handle that particular home and in that particular setting. Like, as an example, you don't want to be at a point where you can't go up and down the stairs, and then yet I've seen master bedrooms upstairs. And so those are things that you want to all look at along the way. We've got a lot of different resources that we can provide for you if you're in the Dallas area locally. Obviously, if you're out of state, we can find some resources for you there as well that can help you with those decisions. But give us a call at 1-800-381-8870, and we'll be more than happy to talk to you about this and kind of give you some things that we have seen along the way. Take care, and God bless.
Thank you so much for joining us for today's Strategic Money Tip. If you have any questions about the material covered in today's video, or you'd like to speak with someone from our team, simply call our office at 1-800-381-8870. Also, while we have your attention, click the link below to watch our latest video. And to see more videos on tips just like this one, make sure to click the logo to subscribe to our channel. On behalf of the team at Strategic Estate Planning Services, thanks again for watching.